Welcome everyone to the L7C Podcast NFL edition. Today we are back getting to the end of the NFL regular season. We're inching closer and closer to the playoffs. We have the NFL expert, the EVP of the L7C, Mr. Justin Ackendale. How are you doing today, sir?
I am doing well, my friend. Yeah, I looked at the calendar, writing the notes. There's only 3 weeks left after this.
3 weeks left, a lot of important games still to play for positioning, seeding, and all of that. So it's kind of crazy how we're already here. Like I felt like we just started it, and now it's do or die for a lot of teams if they want to make the playoffs.
Yeah, man. The season is chugging along. Some teams got eliminated this past weekend. Some teams gave up this past weekend. Some teams made some statement wins to shut some haters up this weekend.
Well,
it was an overall fire week of football. A lot of shit to talk about. A lot of meat on the bone to get into getting towards the end of the season.
Well, I mean, you talked about it. Teams that got eliminated. One of the shocking ones, if you said at the beginning of the year, it's time, man. Let's start off with them, man. The Kansas City Chiefs, no playoffs this year.
Yeah, officially, don't have to talk about it no more. Don't have to speculate on if they're going to pull it out their ass or not. They will not be doing that because they lost 16-13 at Arrowhead this past Sunday. Chiefs were up at halftime 13-10 and then go scoreless in the second half. Patrick Mahomes goes out with a torn ACL in the fourth quarter, and yeah, man, we're about to see a AFC Championship game without Patrick Mahomes for the first time in 9 years or however long it's been.
Yep. Since better part almost a decade, because every year Patrick Mahomes has been a starter. Because he started his second year, he has been at least to the AFC Championship game minimum. And this will be the first time it's not.
Yeah, I mean, you hate to see him go out with a torn ACL, but hey, the Chiefs are going to have a season like this eventually, where you just don't. Everything's just not going to go your way. You're not going to be able to pull the games that you used to win out your ass the same way that you can. The team is not as good this year. Patrick Mahomes' play, quite honestly, has not been very good this year. He threw 2 interceptions again in this game, and I think it'll be a good time for the Chiefs to reset and rethink on how they want to construct the team while he's out, and then when he comes back in about 9 months or whenever he does.
Man, Justin, I don't know if you saw, but if you believe in the reincarnation of stuff, this is the same exact year that Tom Brady tore his ACL, and the same thing that Patrick did, same year, like the 8th year.
Yeah, I think it's going to, if his career goes on the Tom Brady trajectory of things, we about to be in the stretch where he ain't winning Super Bowls. He still might be making it to AFC Championship games, but he is going to be going to the Super Bowl and losing, because that's what Tom Brady did during that stretch after he came back from his injury, and then start winning Super Bowls again until the end of his Patriots run.
Yeah, it's just weird how both same thing, like going into year 9, coming off ACLs, like it's kind of crazy. Not gonna lie on that, but
Mahomes' injury, that was because he was running. He was running the ball as a runner and got hit and tore his shit. Tom Brady was staying in the pocket and took a low hit, and then they changed the rules to make sure those plays are penalized.
That's true. That is true, which is crazy. But they're done, man. No division crown. That's been out since almost the last time we recorded. The Chargers look in position to. They're still competing with Denver for that AFC West. No.
It's definitely alive. They play each other week 18. They could definitely catch up to them. I think Denver's only won one more game than them. They're up 2 games, so Denver will have to lose the next 3, and the Chargers will have to go undefeated probably for them to win.
Okay. Yeah, it will be interesting. I mean, some of these games too, just for next week for Christmas. Man, the NFL's hot. They are hot.
Yeah, all those games do not have direct playoff implications on them.
Yeah, which too bad for them. I mean, they'll be fine though. But shout out to the Chargers. The other now with Patrick Mahomes out, obviously we are going to have a new team come out of the AFC for the first time in basically a decade. And a person who we're about to talk about has always lost to Patrick in playoffs, the Bills. Justin, man, Bills, Patriots. That game was kind of crazy. Pat for handling them 24-7 and a half. Then the Bills outscored them 28-7 in the second half. They won that game 35-31. Points galore. Josh Allen doing superhero Josh Allen things. And now with his main op is out. This pressure. Well, I know they're wild cards, so they said we need to obviously secure their spot. But the Bills got to look around. Like Patrick's out. We're not afraid of Bo Nix and Herbert and that. Like, don't you think they got to be like, oh, we could do it now? Finally, we don't got that pressure to have to beat Patrick.
I don't think they look at it that way. Because there are teams with significantly better defenses than them that they're going to have to get through to get to the AFC Championship game.
Mhm.
I know they're not thinking like that, but yeah, it is probably a good feeling for them. Like, yeah, if we lose it this time, then it won't be because we lost to Patrick Mahomes and have to hear that shit.
But then let's think about it from another standpoint. If they lose it this time without Patrick Mahomes, they're going to be on his ass times two.
Then you might see, but that's another data point. That's another data point that upper management has. So like, all right, do we need to fire Sean McDermott? Do we need to make some changes to see if we can get over that hump? So I think the new development, this not them not having to worry about the Chiefs in the playoffs is good for them and good for their evaluations going forward and what they want to do with their team. But they definitely need to be looking at their chops. Josh Allen absolutely has a chance to make it to his first Super Bowl.
Yeah, this is one of his best chances. Well, but no, that game was crazy. The Patriots, I mean, they really could have just secured this dub, but then they let the Bills be the Bills, man. Josh Allen, I wonder now. People are saying now it's neck and neck because he's had these type of heroic games that he's back to potentially repeating his MVP. I still think Stafford and them got it at the moment, but he's been going crazy. I can't lie.
I think it will be hard to overtake Stafford.
Mhm.
Stafford as an MVP right now because the Rams, not only Stafford but just the Rams in general, they're really the only juggernaut that I've been seeing these past few weeks in the NFL. But yeah, shout out to Josh Allen, shout out to James Cook. The running game was working for him. Great comeback because this is what the second time in the past 2 weeks that they did something like this because they did that against the Bucks too, coming back in the second half like that.
And then the other one, speaking of the young quarterbacks out here, I mean, Bo Nix, bro, the Broncos really just won't lose. This is kind of crazy.
11 straight wins. This team has not lost since September.
Yeah.
They haven't lost since September. The Packers really didn't play that bad, other than the fact that they didn't score in the red zone. They kicked way too many field goals, and the Broncos were not kicking field goals. They were scoring touchdowns. And shout out to Bo Nix. That was probably the best game in the pros that I ever seen them play. He was 23 for 34, 302 yards with 4 touchdowns, just throwing dime after dime. Every single play that he had to make, he made. And yeah, the Broncos are looking for real. I was hating on them before. I was saying they weren't doing it against anyone up until this point. But hey, beating the Packers like that's a real win. That's a real win right there. It sucks to see Micah Parsons go out with a torn ACL as well, but Green Bay's defense is still good with or without him, and being able to go up and down the field like that against them is impressive.
Yeah, it's tough, but against you said, man, we're recording the week before Christmas, and Denver has not lost since what, almost what, a week after Labor Day? Like, how
No, no,
long's it
not
been?
that long. It was
11 weeks is 2 months.
when was the exact date? Because I was looking at it because we're going to preview when they play the Jaguars. But what was the date the last time they lost? Oh shit! It is closer to. Oh no, wrong team. The last time they lost was all right. It was towards the end of September. The last time they lost was September 21st against the Chargers,
Okay.
and then for the next 11 games, they have not lost.
That is still like, so they lost. Yeah, okay. So they lost two. They lost back to back. They lost that Colts game and that Chargers game week 2 and 3. So basically, wow, since week 3 they have not lost a game.
Yep.
Jeez, that's
And Bo Nix has looked up and down, in that, and that was not the case probably against the uh Houston has a better defense, but when they play Houston, they only had 18 points. So,
yeah.
and he didn't throw for 4 touchdowns and throw for over 300 yards.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Then the other team, going back to now to the NFC, because you just talked about juggernaut type teams, the Rams had a big shootout, winning 41-34 over the Detroit Lions. Man, the Rams just continue to win as well, and that we've said it both times that we've been on. The Lions need to get those dubs. They didn't get one on Thanksgiving. They didn't get one this past one. They are teetering. They're still fighting, but they need to get some important wins.
They're trying. They are trying, but yeah, they need wins, and they have not been getting them other than the Cowboys. The past 3 weeks, they've only been 1-2, and this is not the time to be losing games. And they got a home game against Pittsburgh this week, and they got go to Chicago at the end of the year. So yeah, their playoff hopes are not looking the greatest.
No, they are not. And then speaking of said that,
And also they lost the season series to Green Bay, so
yeah,
that's the team that's in front of them right now. Which, yeah, it's not looking good for the Lions making the playoffs right now.
yeah. And then let's just say that talking about the current playoff picture with 3 weeks left, Rams are number 1 in the NFC currently right now. Bears jumped to 2
Switch
because.
tabs.
Oh, did you not? You're not seeing that one? Oh, it's because I moved it. One moment, I got you. Sure. I was like, income drivers. That's that one showing. That one. There it is. There we go. But yeah, Rams are number 1. Bears jumped to 2. They jumped 5 spots because the Packers lost, and the Packers dropped 5 spots, which is crazy because now the Bears are top the NFC North. Eagles 3. The Bucks jumped back to the 4. They were actually out because the Panthers couldn't take care of business and they lost to the Saints. So that dropped them down there. But they play each other 2 out of the last 3 games of the year, so that's going to be decided. Seahawks, we know about the Seahawks. That defense is a nasty 5. 49ers 6, and then like I said, Packers 7th. Lions right there 8-6. Panthers 7-7. They can still stuff. And then Cowboys 6-7-1 in the NFC.
The Cowboys have a 1% chance. They're basically done.
Yeah, they still got them on here though. Everyone else, like you said, they've all been eliminated literally this weekend. Vikings, Falcons, Saints, all these teams are all done, but they're still there until but you're like 1%, really, you know. Let's then quickly AFC. Broncos now number 1 seed in the AFC because the Patriots lost 12-2. Patriots the 2 seed. Jacksonville the 3 seed. The Steelers currently the 4th seed because they just won. Chargers 5, Bills 6. The Texans the 7th seed. They've really turned it around. And then the Colts, where they started so hot and then injuries and things of that. Now they're on the 8th. And then obviously the team we've both picked, I think, to win Super Bowl, the Ravens, down there at the 9th. And all these teams literally got eliminated this weekend. Chiefs, Dolphins, Bengals, like they all got knocked out. So it's only between these two. Justin, when you're seeing this, what are your initial thoughts?
Man, my initial thoughts are what really just popped up in my mind. Really is which one of these new potential teams is going to be the one that comes up out of here? Because we got Denver, who didn't make the playoffs last year, the Patriots, Jacksonville.
Yep.
I know it won't be the Steelers, but the Chargers are out here winning games with a hobble squad. Buffalo, who's been a staple in the playoffs, and the Texans, who also didn't make the playoffs this year. Then you still have Baltimore down there lurking around. So my question is just which one of these teams is going to be the one that actually makes noise in the playoffs and gets on the run and comes out?
Yeah, it's funny because I actually had this conversation. Well, I didn't want to have the conversation; it was brought up, but talking about like people especially in the AFC, like these quarterbacks. None of I mean, besides Josh and Lamar, and I guess you could say Aaron, but old Aaron, not this current Aaron. None of these quarterbacks in the AFC are proven at playoffs.
No.
That's why this is so interesting. Like, that's why I said the pressure would be like, well, Josh is clearly the best quarterback in the AFC, let alone right now playing in the league, but he's the most experienced playoff one. So it's like these young bulls. Who would you trust at QB over Josh Allen in the AFC right now?
That's tough. That's a flashy question. And the thing is, if I had to pick a team, I'm not going to pick the Bills because I don't like the rest of the team. I only like Josh Allen and James Cook. Honestly, like I don't like the rest of the team. I think it's going to be a team that comes out the AFC that has a strong defense. You got Denver up there, Jacksonville, Houston.
I'll do this with you with Josh though, right now, because this is how the games would go. If we started right now, Bills going to Jacksonville, who you got? That'd be the first round playoff. Okay, so that'd be that one, and then if Patriots and Texans have to go to New England, who would you have?
I like Houston.
All right, so then if Houston wins. Houston would then, because then you got Chargers. I don't even know if the Steelers are going to be the one there, but whatever. The AFC North person and the Chargers. Who would you have winning that? The Chargers or the AFC North person?
Let's see. If it ends up being the Steelers, I'll pick the Chargers. If it's the Ravens, I'm going with the Ravens.
Okay. So let's just say if it was the Steelers, so that the number one seed would play the highest seed left, and you said the Texans would win, so the Texans would have to go to Denver. And then you have Chargers, Bills. Who would you take?
I'll take Buffalo.
And they're already in the AFC Championship game. Then anything's possible. Then on the flip side, if the Ravens win, that'd be Ravens and Bills. Yeah, Ravens, Bills. No, because you have the Texans winning. Yeah, because you have the Texans winning regardless. So Texans still go to Denver. And then, yeah, I mean, still. And you have them winning. So 6, yeah, it'd be Ravens Bills. And then who would you have Ravens? And then we have the game one all over again.
Whoa. I think we did that wrong.
Well, the highest seed goes to the number one. Like if the first one, not because because I remember the lowest seed goes to the higher, like the number one place.
I also think from the field right now, the Texans wouldn't make it to the AFC Championship game just based off how they're playing, getting healthier, how good their defense is. CJ Stroud at quarterback. I think they're going to go to the AFC Championship game, and if it comes down to a Buffalo. If it comes down to a Buffalo Texans matchup, I'm pretty sure Buffalo will have the home field advantage. That'll be two wild card teams.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think Houston's defense is so good. They can fuck around and make it to the Super Bowl.
They can. I don't disagree. Their defense can, but it's just one of those things like right now, would you want to bet against Josh Allen? Like, if he starts I mean, the Patriots are good, too. We just saw them light him up for 28 in the second half.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, if I had to pick one quarterback just based off QBs, it'll be Josh Allen.
That's what I'm saying. The
For
AFC,
sure.
it's going to be crazy this year because there's no Patrick Mahomes. Like this is crazy.
Yeah, it really is anyone's conference. Anyone's conference. But yeah, just based off how they're playing, how he's been playing all season, and off reputation alone, rating MVP, all that shit. What I've seen him do in the playoffs right now is definitely Josh Allen's conference to lose.
That's exactly my point. And then if anyone else knocks him out, we're just gonna be like, what the heck? But I do like the Texans. It's crazy too because the Texans. They rode that shit, man, because the beginning of the year was CJ hurt, and then that defense really came into its own. They were winning games with Davis Mills. Like, I think they're the most dangerous team in the AFC.
Oh yeah, they still gotta get in. They still gotta get in there and clinch.
Technically, yes, you're right.
But I don't see the Colts really hanging around anymore. They're just leaking water right now. I think they've lost 3 straight games at this.
They're about to lose. They're going to lose 4 because they have to. Seattle has to win. Like Seattle can't piss around either, and they play Seattle next time.
Yeah. No, they don't. They play the.
It says week 15 versus Indy. No, they just played. Yeah. This hasn't updated.
That game just happened.
Yeah, this hasn't updated.
The Seahawks play the Rams on Thursday.
But, yep. Which is
they play the 49ers. Which
49ers cannot afford to lose either.
Which is a team that has to win too, and then they end the season with Jacksonville and Houston. So
they play all playoff fighting teams.
Yeah, they play all teams in the playoffs, and the Colts have actually lost 4 straight games. They haven't won in a month.
Yeah, it's changed. If Jonathan Taylor don't have those explosive games now, man, they don't got a
chance.
They don't have a chance.
And we got old fat ass Phillip Rivers at quarterback right now.
That's still kind of crazy to me that they really went to the 44-year-old who was at the house, like the grandfather. Like, there was no like other QB on waivers, younger, like that you could have went to.
I guess they were saying that he's just so familiar with the offense that like not that much will have to change.
Okay,
I guess, but it's still 44-year-old Phillip Rivers.
That's great.
They almost got the job done against Seattle, though.
Then you got the NFC. Obviously, you got the Bears. That'd be a new one in there. But really, everyone else is usual suspect. Yeah, Bears is really the only new one. Unless if the Panthers do beat the Bucks, and they would be new, but right now, Bears are the only new. Everyone else is usual. Everyone was basically here last year.
The Seahawks were in the playoffs last year.
But they're there the year before. It's not like they've been out for...
Yeah, they haven't been asked before. And then...
If I remember, they were still... Were they okay last year? Or was last year down?
It was down, but I think they might have won like 7 games.
Okay.
Yeah, they might have won like 7 games. But Carolina could still win the South.
Yeah, they have to just win. If they beat Buccaneers twice, they win the South.
There's schedule. I think Tampa's schedule is easier what I was looking at, but they can definitely still win. They can definitely still win that shit. I think Detroit's done. Green Bay, depends on which Green Bay we get. The 49ers. I don't know how they keep winning games with some of the injuries they sustained. The Seahawks are still up in here. The Tampa Bay has been around. The Eagles, which they just had the Raiders this past week. They're going, and they in the season. I think they play the Commanders and Giants. Actually, no, it's the Commanders twice and the Bills next week. So
no, and then
let's see about them.
Like I said with Carolina and Tampa Bay, they play each other this week 16, and then they play each other week 18, and then the game in between for Tampa Bay is Miami.
Yeah, I think Carolina plays someone tough.
Yeah, so, but again, they
play the Seahawks.
Yeah, but it'll really come to those 2-3 games. Like, if you beat the team twice, you're probably going to win that division.
Yeah,
I don't know who the hell had the schedule that you're playing that 2 out of the last 3 games the same team, but it worked out for the content.
They do it all the time.
That's
Two
crazy.
2 games in 3 weeks, same team.
Mm.
Yeah, that happens.
But over here, I mean, who besides the Rams, like who are you liking in the NFC? Is it the Rams to lose? I mean, obviously the Eagles are still there. They were leaking and they got the best get right situation ever playing against the Raiders,
Yeah,
who shouldn't be
pretty.
allowed on TV anymore.
Yeah, yeah. Do it against someone good, but yeah, it's looking like the Rams will lose.
Hmm.
I don't feel comfortable picking anyone above the Rams. We'll see how Thursday goes when they play the Seahawks again. But yeah, I ain't trying to pick no one in the NFC other than the Rams.
I agree. I agree. I agree on that. Let's shoot. Let's stay on that. I mean, that's Thursday night, correct? That's in 2 days, the day of recording. Like, and that's a big. I mean, NFC West division folk. I mean, seeding can change pretty. Yeah, it could change in an instant if the Seahawks win.
Yeah, it's pretty fluid. Yeah, both tied. The Rams won the first matchup by 2 points. They're going to Seattle this time. Is basically a pick 'em. The
Hmm.
books don't know who the hell is about to win. Sam Darnold hasn't looked good these past couple weeks.
Nope.
Man, wow, this is tough. I think I'm gonna go with Seattle here.
Ooh,
I think
okay.
I think I think I'm gonna go with Seattle here. I don't think the Rams are going to sweep them. They're too good. I believe too much in them for them to get swept. I've liked this team all year.
But now, because he's been a great 1 yard touchdowns scorer, Devontae Adams, is he done for the year?
I don't know.
Because he's probably not playing Thursday. No. I mean,
No, I would not think. I would not think he will play Thursday. It would not be. It would not be worth it for them to try him out there for that game. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I'm going with Seattle here. I'm going with Seattle here. Got JSN on the outside.
offensive player of the year.
Potentially, yeah. I think he's going to go. I think he gets it done.
I mean, I mean, most of the year I was saying Jonathan Taylor these last couple, but JSN, you just turn around and got one something, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, the man has over 1,500 yards,
Hmm.
and they're going to need a big game. They're going to need a big game out of him to beat the Rams.
Yeah, I like the Seahawks. And they're at home too, Thursday night. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like,
short turnaround pick. I think I'm just going to go with the home team. I think I'm just going to go with the home team.
I like it.
And well, they both had tough wins on Thursday, Sunday too.
Hmm.
I guess the Seahawks are better than the Colts, but the Rams had a tough game. Like the Lions weren't going the way, and if Sam Darnold can right the ship, play a little better than he has these past couple of games, Seahawks should be able to take care of business at home.
Justin, this next one, Packers Bears. The last time we picked this, I was the one who actually took the Bears, and they did not win. I was actually I was more confident. I was actually confident in that one because I was just like, no, because that one they were +6.5, +7. I was like, oh hell no, they're gonna get them, and then they lost.
Oh yeah, I took the Bear. No, I did. I know I took the Packers that game, and they
Good.
covered too. Yeah, it was
Yep.
6.5. It
Hmm.
was six. It was 6.5, and the Packers cover that shit. But we go on the Lambeau, baby. I mean, we go on the Soldier Field. We go to Chicago this time.
Yeah,
I you would think that the Packers can bounce back after that game against Denver, but at this point, I don't know. I think at this point we might just see the fucking bad Packers for the rest of the year. Because I thought that was a game that they should have won. Honestly, they were moving the ball down the field. They just were kicking so many field goals, and it's been like that. They have had too many games this season where I've seen them move the ball. They get into the red zone. They just can't conjure up a way to get the ball into the end zone with a touchdown. And the Bears are due. Well, actually, they're not even due. The Packers already beat them 2 weeks ago, and they come come out, take care of business against Cleveland. They have a tough schedule after these next two games against they have to go to the 49ers and they end the season off with the Lions. I think the Bears win this one this time. And just based off the simple fact that teams don't be sweeping divisional foes, especially good ones.
Yeah, because that's what I just wanted.
Bears this time.
That's what I just need to look up. At this current moment, the Packers have not lost a game in the NFC North.
Oh.
Yeah, I just had to look that up because I was like, they swept Detroit. They already beat Minnesota once. They beat Chicago once. They end the year with Chicago, Baltimore, Minnesota. So if they beat Chicago, they would sweep Chicago. And Minnesota, they suck. So they would sweep. They would. That,
they've been playing better, bro. Chill.
So they would sweep if they beat. So more than likely, they would sweep the NFC North if they win the Chicago game. I feel like the percentage of that is highly unlikely. But sometimes I feel like with the Packers, they lose a game. We're talking about if Jordan loves it, blah blah this, blah blah. Then the next game they beat a good team's ass.
I mean, the Packers do own the Bears. That was Aaron Rodgers now, but still stands. And I know Chicago won the Chicago lost the last time they played this year, but they played the last game of the season last year, and the Bears beat them. But Green Bay really wasn't playing for anything that last week.
They're wheeling. I'll take Chicago. I'm gonna take Chicago to win. I'm gonna take Chicago. Next game, Jags Broncos. A team of the young quarterbacks going at it. Trevor Lawrence had the best performance of his life in the NFL this past weekend. A godly performance. Broncos haven't lost since September. We already said it. I mean,
he had 5 touchdowns, didn't he?
4 passing, 1 rushing.
Yeah, he went off. Yeah, that was one of the blowouts going on, and
just utter destruction. Justin, I'm gonna surprise you on this one.
Oh,
I'm gonna take the Jags.
You are.
It's time. Denver's due. Time to take an L.
11 straight. Hey, Jacksonville 5 straight.
I know.
They've been whooping teams' ass. Shitty teams. The winning streak has been the Chargers, which is a decent team that they beat up on 35-6. At the Cardinals, at Tennessee, the Colts with no Daniel Jones. Actually, no Daniel Jones. That's the game Daniel Jones got hurt in. And then a career performance against the Jets. They have to go to Denver. Denver got a huge fucking win. This is a let-down spot. Give me Jacksonville.
Oh, I'm actually shocked. I thought you were going to take Denver.
No!
Oh.
They need to lose again before they get into the playoffs. Because I'm going to tell you right now, they finish off the season, what will it be, on a goddamn 13-game winning streak, or it'll be 14 on a 14-game winning streak. They lose it as soon as they play in the playoffs. They'll have the number 1 seed and they lose in that divisional round to whoever they play. To the Texans, most likely. I'm telling you right now, they need to lose this football game.
And then every game for this team is do or die. The Ravens at the Patriots. No, the Patriots at the Ravens. I'm sorry. Oof. I just feel so I don't know about the Ravens, man. The Patriots just blew that game. I know Vrabel's going to be on their ass all week in practice. Justin, what are you thinking on this one?
Give me the fresh blood, man. Give me the Patriots. Give me Drake May. Give me Travion Henderson. Yeah, he had like 150 yards this week on like only 14 carries or something stupid. I think the Patriots bounce back and beat the Ravens. And their 3-point. Actually, when I bet it, when I heard it was 3, it actually dropped to 2.5. When I bet it, I bet on the Patriots. And I think they win it outright.
You know what, man? I gotta have faith in Lamar because of my bet at the beginning of the year, man. Come on, Ravens, do something. Again, Lamar, your main op is out of the playoffs too. You gotta have that swag, like, man, he out. Who's stopping me if I get there? Get it done.
I'm worried. I'm worried about Lamar because he hasn't looked too good. You only had to throw it 12 times, but it was the Bengals. They suck. Like you talk about being ass. These
That was
niggas ain't
bad.
even score.
That was that was bad. The Ohio teams combined for 3 points that weekend, and it was Cleveland who scored.
I was in Tampa with my coworkers who are all Bengals fans, and God, they were just getting so pissed off at that game. Like one of my coworkers was like listening to it in his ear as we're like fucking talking to people trying to sell shit, and they just had enough. People down here in the streets are sick of Zach Taylor. And then I learned something today that Mike Brown gave this nigga another extension and didn't tell anyone. So he signed until 2027. You already know the Bengals are not firing the nigga who ain't about to be paying for no one who ain't coaching a football team. So
Yeah, yeah,
it is what it is with that. I think Joe Burrow likes Zach Taylor a lot because Zach Taylor lets Burrow do whatever the fuck he wants. So good luck getting rid of him. But yeah, I gotta go with the Patriots here. The Ravens have been too up and down all year. The Patriots off a loss on a game that they probably should have put away. Going with the Patriots here.
man. Next time we come back, it'll be the last week of the season, regular season, week 17. We'll probably know, unless wacky stuff happens, and we still have do or die situations the last game. We'll probably know the whole playoff situation the next time we're back,
Yeah,
which is crazy to think about.
we we might now. There still might be some.
True.
There might be some shit not squared away. Square away. That's why you gotta play the last week. But
That's true.
yeah, regardless, by the
Mhm.
next time we know, by the next time we're back, we will know some more things about this playoff situation. Who's going to be in the field for the NFL playoffs?
That's true. All right, man. Justin, we're at the end. Some people's favorite section of all the podcasts, winners and losers.
Oh man, winners and losers.
You want to go first? Or you want me to go first? I can.
Let me see who one of your winners is. Go first, one winner.
All right. Well, I don't know if you'll be shocked by this one. My first winner is actually Tulane's departing coach, John Summerall. The
Okay.
reason he is a winner because this is beyond real that I've seen in this era of college football. He is donating actually $100,000 of money to the school Tulane's NIL program while he's leaving because he admitted like he wouldn't be getting the job if it wasn't for the stuff he did at Tulane. So before he leaves and takes the job at Florida, he's donating $100,000 to the name, image, and likeness to support the new incoming coach Will Hall and to help retain players. I think that's real. I'm not even gonna lie. So he's one of my top winner.
Yeah, that's shout outs to him for giving the school he's leaving some money before he poaches some of their players.
Yeah, 100K a lot. 100K will do a lot in Tulane now. And
Yeah,
Tulane, like no, these big schools it might be like whatever. You're seeing a random donor giving 20 million to VTech, but
Tulane a smart school though, so I'm
yeah.
assuming they have some rich alumni that can give them some money. How about one of them give? How about one of them give back before you have a fucking ex coach do it?
They probably building the school, bro. They probably donating to the buildings for the common folk.
Man, donate to the football team.
Oh, oh, yeah, that's one. No, that's really my like really main winner. My other winner, check out the L7C My Hero Academia, that last one we did, that was a live pod. You can check that out. That would be my other winner. So I'm not even gonna talk about them, but watch the episode. Then you'll see why they were a winner. Because they just ended their series.
Yeah.
So,
My Hero Academia.
Yeah, so go ahead, Justin.
I need to catch up. Shout out to Mick Foley. I'm calling him a winner for standing on business.
Facts.
For standing on business.
Okay, we're going CEO. I went a little too far last time, so that's why I was known.
I don't think you went too far last time, but nah, Mick Foley for standing on business. He cut off a relationship with WWE that he felt like wasn't standing up to his values. Instead of, just taking a check from a company that he don't fucking believe in, he said, I'm cool on it. He said I'm cool on it. So shout outs to him. And if you want to read more about that, you can get it from somewhere else because we don't want to alienate people.
Oh man. Any other winners?
Oh man. Shout out to Spurs. Because that was a big win in the NBA Cup semifinal on Saturday. Even though it don't count, given the Thunder their second loss of the season.
Fair enough. Yeah. No, that's a really, really, really good one. Man, yeah, that was my only winner. Losers, Justin, you got losers? You want me to start? You want me to go first?
Go first.
We're gonna say actually in college football because this just happened. Joel Klatt. This guy said the NCAA tournament, the basketball one, is the worst postseason in sports. Really, really, bro. He said nobody wants to see, because they were talking, he's like, nobody wants to see Cinderellas. You want to see the best teams, blah, blah, blah. That's why the NCAA tournament's a joke. That's what he said. And I was like, that NCAA tournament, I'll tell you right now, bro, in one weekend, that generates billions of dollars. Come on now. And he talked about Cinderellas. Justin, man, you remember George Mason. You remember the LSU team. You remember VCU. The fact that he said nobody, that's just an asinine take. And again, I'm going to say it. If Fox had the NCAA tournament, he wouldn't say a word.
Well, no. Well, no, of course not.
That's all that's one of my losers. Go ahead, Justin.
Oh, man. I want to give a loser, too. Oh, man.
But you already said the bang. You could say football, professional football in Ohio, because that was embarrassing this weekend.
No, I want to go with that fucking 1 p.m. the 1 p.m. window this past weekend, because the amount of blowouts and just teams just not giving a fuck was astonishing. So, all losers: the Cleveland Browns, Cincinnati Bengals, Arizona Cardinals.
Oh my gosh!
New York Jets. And who's the other one? And the fucking Las Vegas Oakland Raiders. Enough!
Oh my gosh.
Y'all just said, fuck it.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
All right. I'm going to do it again. Fucking JDA comics, bro. Oh my God. Enough of you.
Oh no.
Because this nigga had the audacity to say, that no one's reading Absolute Batman. He went on his YouTube channel and said motherfuckers is not reading Absolute Batman, which is just utterly false. And I didn't want to do it this time, but yeah, bro, that just a bad take. Just not true.
That is statistically,
and you more can get the facts that say other than that, but.
That is.
I was just like, bro, like, come on now.
Oh my gosh, that is just what? That is that. I am dumbfounded because that is literally statistically false. Because he said no one's reading Absolute Batman. Absolute Batman was the third most comic sold, and Absolute Batman 14 was the third most comic sold in November, and Absolute Batman Annual 1, which was number 1 in October, was the 8th most sold in November. Obviously, December aren't out because December is still going on, but That's factually inaccurate. If they're the most, who do you think's buying them? Ghost?
I don't know.
That is absurd. Like that is like I don't even know what to say to that. That's just bad. And now that you have to say that, now I got to throw a winner up just in retort to that. Absolute joker. Oh my God. What are they making over there? Like he's
Sounds
talking
like
about
they cooking over there to me. Sound
but
like they sizzling in
I'm
a
just
pot.
I'm so confused. I really am. Like what is he just saying that because he knows it's getting clicks? Like so that it's I know the kids call it rage bait, and trust me, on Twitter I fall for the rage bait. But
It gets me all the time. Shit.
is that what he's doing? Because is that the only way he's getting lit? Like I'm so confused, bro. I really am.
He was trying to say some shit along the lines that no one's actually reading the shit. They're just buying it for the variant covers and all that bullshit. I don't know, but
They're spending their money to buy for the variant cover when you can just Google the variant cover and save that cover on your phone for a wallpaper. What, bro? Oh my God, man. It's almost at the point where I know he ain't big enough that he still needs to respond to comments and email. Man, we might have to shoot him an email, get him on the show. Because he doesn't have like 10,000 followers or anything like that, does he? Or subscribers? Because that's what they don't listen to anyone anymore.
I think it might be a little. He might be there. Um,
Because Buddy is talking crazy. Like I'm dumbfounded. And then while you're looking for the faithful listeners,
it's like just under 10,000.
he can still listen to him. He can still respond to an email. But for the faithful listeners who are waiting for me to say WWE, that's another podcast. You can go listen to the latest WWE the wrestling podcast because I'm not gonna regurgitate anything I said on that one there. Go listen to that and you can hear the full reaction to the stuff. I know y'all were expecting me to have the rant of rants, but I already had it, so I'm never having it again. But brother, that
Oh
is
yeah.
crazy work. Wow, no one's buying it. Okay, all right, man. It's it's okay. But any other losers, Justin?
All right, one more.
Okay.
It's all coming back to me. The University of Michigan. The University of Michigan. I ain't even going to give it to Sharon Moore because, goddamn it, getting fired from your dream job and potentially going to jail is enough. You don't need me fucking piling on you. But fucking Michigan, for the fact that you knew about this for weeks,
Mm-hmm.
waited until after you lost the game,
To Ohio State.
and then fired him,
Mm-hmm.
and then fired him with no one else there, not even fucking security.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all know the motherfucker was emotional because that was one of your that was one of the reasons why y'all fired him, because he's too emotional and on top of like what he did. So
Mm-hmm.
shame on y'all for how y'all handled that shit, knowing good and damn well that he was doing some bullshit and not firing him before and waiting until after you lost to Ohio State to do that shit and to soften the blow to make sure you kept as many people from leaving the program as possible.
Wild take. And now you said that, and now one more came back to me. I don't even mean to be arrogant, but I think it's come to a point where the national media needs to give up all voting rights in college athletics.
Oh God! All right.
Because even once I said it, of course, then my algorithm shows me people who agree with me, who are bigger names than me saying it. Because, dog, it makes no sense how you could be the national wide receiver of the year, but you can't even win Big Ten receiver of the year. That is just literally inaccurate. And you weren't even the first wide receiver All American, but you won the award. Come on. That's just bad. Really bad. Oh, also winner. Shout out to Indiana, man. First Heisman winner in their history. I never thought I'd be alive to see them get a Heisman winner. I'm serious. Like you said it weeks ago, some schools just ain't destined or whatever with words you were saying to be good at football. And they have a Heisman winner now.
Shout outs to NIL because fucking pre NIL, pre transfer portal, you're damn right. Indiana was never going to have a Heisman.
So, yeah, it's crazy. Man, Justin, when we come back, man, last week of the NFL season, college football playoffs is going to be full swinging. Some serious football is upon us.
Oh, yeah, we're here. This is December, January football, the real football that counts, the real football that leads to champions.
Yeah, and we already have a guaranteed, we will have a new, this will be the first time we will have a new AFC champion since the Bengals.
Since the Bengals in 21.
Crazy. With that being said, thank you everyone for listening to L7C Podcast. Make sure you like, rate, comment, subscribe wherever you listen. And we'll be back for the last week of the regular season. Y'all take care. Thank you for listening to this episode of the L7C Podcast. Be sure to like, rate, review, and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all social media platforms, and we'll be talking to you guys soon. Take care.